Glands are one form of epithelium, that is the glandular epithelium. Another form is epithelium is covering epithelium that covers the structures of the body outside and the inside of the lumen. And the glands are a special form. They has a property to secrete the macromolecules. Secretion is a process where the macromolecules are synthesized within the rough endoplasmic reticulum. They are packed within the vesicles and finally they are released outside the cell. This is a process of secretion. And the secreted materials, where the secreted materials go, according to the site where the secreted material go, the glands can be classified into two forms. In the picture we can see that here is the cell. These cells are the secretory cells, and the secreted materials of these cells are collected in this area, and finally they are transported to the surface through this duct. And another example, here we can see that here is the secretory cells. These cells secretes their macromolecules outside the cell and within the blood vessel. This is one form of the secretion, that is secretion within the blood, and here secretion within the duct, and finally they release outside the cell. This form of secretion is known as exocrine secretion, and this form of secretion is known as endocrine secretion. Here the secretion directly enters into the blood. Here the secretion directly goes to the surface. The exocrine gland is further classified into different types according to the shape of the glands. Here we can see that this is a tubular form. This is known as the tubular gland, and this is also a tubular. And the difference between this tubule and this tubule, that in the neck area, here is a narrow area where there is cells, but this cells has no secretory properties. This is tubular with duct, and this is another tubular. Here the tubular structure get branched. Here two tubular areas, all the cells in here and there, they can secrete the macromolecules, and there is a common duct. And there is another form of the tubular gland, that is coiled. This is another form of the gland, that is acinar form or alveolar form. Here we see that the secretory cells accumulate here, and they form a acinus or alveolus. Here the secretions are stored, secreted or collected here, and finally they transmit through the duct. This is the simple acinar or alveolar form of the exocrine gland. But there are some compound form of exocrine glands. Here we see that all the structures are tubular, but they are very much compound. Here is a branched tubular. Here is a simple tubular, and there are different forms of the tubular glands. This tubular gland is known as the compound tubular gland. Here is another example of a acinar gland, and this gland is compound acinar gland. There are multiple acinas, and this is the compound. Here this gland is tubulo-acinar gland. Here is the tubular structure, here is the glandular structure. These are the classification of the exocrine glands according to their structures. But according to the nature of secretion, we can see the different types of secretion. Here the cell only secrete the macromolecules in the outside. But in this cell we can see that the synthesized macromolecules are packed within this vesicle, and these vesicles are accumulated in this apical region, and finally the vesicle with this apical part is secreted. And here we see that the cell is lysed, and all the secretory granules are released. According to this type of secretion, we can classify the exocrine gland into the merocrine, apocrine, and the holocrine, where the secretions of the glandular cells are released. Only the secretions are released. Only the secretions are released from the cell. These are the merocrine glands. And where there is the secretions are accumulated in the apical part of the cell, and when they need to be secreted, they secrete all the parts in the apical part of the cell into the secretion. This is the apocrine gland. And holocrine gland, in here the granules, the secretory granules are accumulated within the cell, and when they have to get a signal to secrete the things, the secretions, they sacrifice whole the cell into the lumen. Here we can see whole the cell is secreted. That is known as the holocrine gland. So according to the secretion, when only the secretory granules are related, that is secretory granules are released, this is the merocrine. When the apical part of the secretory cells along with the granules are released, that is the apocrine. When all the cells are released within the lumen of the gland, that is the holocrine. This is an example of an exocrine gland. And we see that these are the tubular structure and there is a duct. This gland is known as the sweat gland. This sweat gland directly secretes its secretion into the epidermis. And there is another sweat gland where there is the tubular structure in here, but their duct is open in the hair follicle. This sweat gland is known as the apocrine sweat gland. That means the apical part of this sweat gland will be released here, and this sweat gland is known as the merocrine sweat gland. That means only the secretory granules will be secreted. This merocrine gland, also known as eccrine gland. When we read, when we study the thorax and we read the content of the superficial fascia, we have read that there is a structure that is breast. Breast is nothing but the modification of these sweat glands. That means there will be a duct and there will be some glandular tissues. In the breast, we will see that things later. Thank you all.